Back on the captain's log, Tacarra Williams, and I just found out that you were a life skills coach in jail.
Yes, I was.
And you did male and female inmates.
I did do male and female. Well, I didn't do them, but I taught them.
Right, and they wish they were doing you.
Yeah, some of them.
That's got to be very difficult. What were more aggressive, the male, the male inmates, or the female? Because I heard the female inmates are aggressive too.
The female inmates are pretty aggressive too. I think they both were a bit difficult at times.
Aggressive, I mean, as in like coming on to you, right? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Because you're a very attractive lady.
Thank you.
And they are forced to listen to you, right?
Right. Well, they're not
then they
forced.
see you and they're like, well, okay, let's set up another conference.
Right. It's not forced to listen to me because it's a whole class. It's like 30-something students. 30-something.
Do they have the
male.
choice of taking it?
They do have the choice of taking it.
Or what? Sitting in jail?
Or taking another class. But I think when they find out that I'm a woman teaching, they definitely jump in.
Right.
They jump on
So
board.
your classes were filled. They have a waiting list.
Yes, it did. It had a waiting list.
It had a wait list. Like the shows, by the way, at Off the
Right.
Hook Comedy Club tonight.
Right.
You're going to be there 2 shows tonight, 2 shows Saturday, 1 Sunday.
Yep.
And everybody knows you from all the things you've done, but most recently you were on, what, NBC's Bring the Funny?
Yes, NBC's Bring the Funny. It was a good show.
Which was great.
It was great.
Yeah. How did that do for your career?
It did really good for my career. It put me in, there's just certain parts of the country I didn't even know existed. And now, they watched it and, a whole different demographic
Your
of
fan
people.
base grew.
Yeah, it did.
Because you see a lot of people during your tours, but when you start getting on TV that reaches all audiences, I hear this a lot, that all of a sudden, like, you have a new audience to reach, and then you're like, wow, I had fans here, fans there, I didn't even know about.
Right. And it is. It definitely is. It's a whole demographic of people that I didn't even know exist.
Yeah.
That are now, I'm on their radar, which is a great thing. But I also just got off tour with Chelsea Handler.
You did.
And I think that also boosts.
How did that go? Did you guys do theaters all around the country?
We did do theaters, and we had a great time doing these. She's such a great person. We had a great time doing these.
I never got to meet her because she zoomed to stardom before, like, I got a chance to get her in the club. So then she went right past us, Damn it.
Wow. Right. She's the coolest person I've met in a very long time. So I had a great time.
So she took you on the road, and how did that happen? You knew her ahead of time, or what?
I did not know her. I just got a phone call from my agent saying that Chelsea's team wants you to tour with them for a month, and I said okay.
Wait, how did you get that call? Everybody wants that call.
I don't know.
You don't know. You gotta write this down so then the next call comes in. You gotta focus. So then you get a next call. I
don't know. They just called
Rock
and then
calls you. Call you.
My agent just said she's already on tour, and Chelsea said, well, what do we have to do to get her? And then they got me, and I did a the whole month of November with her. Different cities, we did Canada. We did about 13 shows in 1 month, and we had a great time.
Really?
Yeah, it was fun.
So I heard she's kind of fun. Like, she likes to party.
She does like to party.
She does like to party?
Yeah. You guys know she has her own marijuana line coming out, right?
No. Tell me.
She has her own weed line coming out. And she asked me to test some of it.
Wait, is it bud or is it the vape?
It was like blueberries. So she's like, have a blueberry. And I said, yes.
Wait, edible? Mm-hmm. Really? And it was like candy?
No, it was a real blueberry.
Get out of here. Mm-hmm. Did they grow them?
I don't know.
It's like...
I don't know, but I eat this blueberry, and throughout the night she's just staring at me, and I'm like, what, Chelsea? And she's like, how do you feel? And I'm like, what? She's like, how do you feel? You excited? You tasted? And I'm like, what's happening right now?
Just one blueberry?
She's like, I need your feedback.
Wait, one blueberry is all you had?
Yeah.
You had one blueberry, and that was supposed to send you off.
But it did.
Really?
Yeah.
And it was like, it was like
really
frozen,
mellow, like
or
no,
it
just
was
mellow,
like marinated, or it was like a fresh blueberry.
It was just like, it just tasted like a fresh blueberry.
Get out of here!
Yes, I don't know what she did to it, but
she did some hocus pocus.
But it just left me very mellow.
Yeah,
very lax. Just
I had no idea. That's very interesting.
Oh, hey
so,
guys.
Are you now a fan?
I am now a fan. I mean, yeah, I'm definitely a fan of hers. She's a great person.
No, of her blueberries.
Oh, of her blueberries. you know,
we're fans of hers. I'm sure.
not really a fan of that.
Yeah.
But the blueberry was good.
Very interesting.
If you're watching, Chelsea, the blueberry was great.
The blueberry was great.
It didn't
This
leave
is
a
a
taste
commercial,
in my mouth.
actually.
It didn't leave it.
They're going to have to pay us to do more of these sponsored ads for the blueberries.
Random sponsored ads. But it was good.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So I learned something new today. That's great. That's great. So you show up in the jail. I got off subject. You show up in the jail.
And we're back to the jail. Okay.
Yes, because this is interesting to me.
It is interesting.
I've never interviewed anyone who actually, was a life coach in jail. So for me, I want to learn.
Right.
So you show up and you have a curriculum?
Yes, I have a curriculum.
Did you make it, or is it a state-run program?
It was a state-run program. The curriculum we were able to modify because you just have to put it to fit you and how you teach, because it is life skills. So we're teaching substance, alcohol abuse, domestic violence, parenting, anger management, and those things you kind of have to tweak to what fits you best so that you can teach it best. But it was definitely different.
So when you got hired for this job, they threw the book at you and they said, okay, make up a course, this is what you have to teach them? Or is it literally like they teach you what to tell them? Because you are a comedian. I gotta think that you must have put your own thing on it.
You have to put your own spin on it as a stand-up comic. It was a basic curriculum that you tweak to what you need it to be. And they can tell you what to say and how to. They tell you what to say and just to stay in the realms of this. But most of it comes from your own experience, and you have to. It doesn't matter what people tell you to say. It's how you say it. So.
Okay, so this brings me to my next question.
Yes.
How much of it did you read and be like, this is BS?
A lot of it.
Really?
A lot of it.
Did you ever tell anyone that?
I did.
In the class?
Yeah.
No way.
I just wouldn't give them certain things because I just felt like you can't reach someone if you don't understand their lifestyle.
Yeah.
How do you understand them? And a lot of the curriculum was so biased and it was just so basic. I'm like, well, this doesn't pertain to these group of men who've been incarcerated or who've grown up in really bad neighborhoods, who doesn't have a parent in their life. They don't understand this curriculum. This doesn't pertain to them, which is why they're not catching it. So then that's when I would have to go in and put my own experience and stuff in and then make it make sense.
What was what was the worst pickup line that they gave you, that somebody gave you while you were teaching your class?
Oh, God. Mr. Tacarra, I don't normally look like this.
Normally, I'm not behind bars.
I don't always look like this. Like, if you would have caught me when I was out, I have a haircut right now, my clothes be fly. Like, I don't normally look like this.
They gotta sell themselves.
Yeah.
That's good.
I just want you to know that I don't normally look like this when I'm out. I ain't have a haircut in like 2 months, but normally when I'm out, I'm always cut.
That's
and I was
respectable.
Like, what?
Respectable. That's a good move.
Are you selling yourself to me? What?
They gotta let you know. They gotta let you know.
Christ.
Damn.
Or some of the better ones are when they get out, they come to my shows.
Yeah.
And ask me if I remember them.
But they don't say where they were from, and then they'll say.
They'll go, Miss Tacarra, you remember me? And I'm like, well, you call me Miss Tacarra, so clearly you were a student.
Right.
But you remember me? And I would say no. And then they would like do all these different moves. Like, you don't remember me now? They'll take my hat off. You don't remember me now? I'm like, dude, I don't know you. I don't remember you from anywhere. And then they would say where they were. Like, I was in 3500. I'm like, oh, you the one that kept failing. Oh, I remember you now.
That's funny. So
know.
did you teach us at multiple different facilities?
Yes.
And were they like federal penitentiaries? Or
no, it was just like just jail.
Jail. So these people had only been there for a little while.
No, some of them have been there for a long time. Some
really?
of them serve their full sentence in a jail.
Oh, wow.
Which they shouldn't, but they do.
Yeah.
Because it's not for long-term purposes. But in all the jails in Southern California.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So you would just bounce around every day?
Yeah. No, not every day. Every couple months or maybe every year they would shift me somewhere else.
Oh, but you stayed to teach a course all the time?
Yeah.
And was it a daily course?
It's a 3-month course. It takes about 3 months to teach each module. So it was every day. Every day with different students. So it'd be, we had periods in the school. It'd be like first period, second period, third period.
How many times could you fail before you were like, you're not gonna cut it in my class?
It was really hard to fail. It's life skills. Like it's a really hard course to fail.
Well, how would you fail? If you brushed your tooth wrong or something?
If you just didn't common sense.
Give me something that you taught. I want to know.
When is it okay?
What can you teach me from my life skills?
If somebody, like, part of the test would be like, when is it okay to say, you know, XYZ to a woman? And a guy would be like, you know, the answer would be, you know, when she talking too much, or, you know, if she touched my Xbox, or, you know, it would just be something crazy. I'd be like, no, the answer is never.
Yeah, you're just not allowed to say that.
Don't say that. Like, what's wrong with you? Or even the female students, I would say, well, when is it okay to put your hands on a man? Well, if he does this or if he does that. And I'm like, no, the answer is no. The answer is no. You failed this. It's common sense.
Well, the craziest answer someone would say, well, I've been putting my hands on my man if...
I hit him with a car, but he didn't die. I'm like, what?
Just the car? There wasn't a knife available or a gun?
What?
You had to grab the car.
He was messing with my friend, and then I saw him in the street, so I hit him with my car.
And that's why they ended up...
But you're in jail because of that. Yeah, but he didn't die. And I'm like, so I don't even... That's what she said. I don't understand why I'm in here if he's still alive.
But that was respectable. She was going to bat for her friend. I hear... I can feel that. I can feel her.
And she kept saying it, but he didn't even die. And I'm like, have you done this before and somebody died? Like, is that what you're trying to tell me? Well, I can't say that out loud, but I'm just saying that he didn't die. And
all right, so be real. Any of the crimes that people were in there for, you were like, well, I did that. Damn, I didn't get caught.
Some of them.
No way.
Some of them I'd be like, you got to be smarter, kiddo. Like, Jesus.
Like, damn.
That's what you're in here for? Like, what are you doing?
They needed more street smarts,
right. But I think that because I've been in that situation where I've done some things that I shouldn't have done a very long time ago, yes. I think it allows me to connect with them differently because I understand, you know, why they make some of the decisions that they make and why they feel like they don't have a choice but that. So
growing up, did you have a rough childhood?
I had a really rough childhood.
You did?
Yeah.
And did that what do you think did that really just mold your comedy or what? How did that come about?
I grew up in the South Bronx in New York.
Okay.
Right in the heart of the projects. And it definitely plays a part of who I am today. Does it mold my comedy? I want to say yeah, because it could be worse. That's like my motto. Like, the glass is always halfway full for me.
Right.
And it just could always be worse. And just, there's so many things in life that we stress and we go crazy about. But, you know, I just bring some funny to it. Like, you know, let's laugh a little bit. We can't change it. Might as well laugh at it, right?
How did you know you wanted to be a comic?
I didn't know I wanted to be a comic. I just fell into it one day.
You just fell onto the stage and be like, I'm here, ta-da!
Right. I had a really bad breakup, and then I went, you know how women are, I gotta find myself.
Yeah.
You took me away from me, and I said I wanted to go do something different, and I went to an audition for acting, and I didn't get that. And then
had you acted before?
No. And they said you should be doing stand-up.
I'm just gonna go, you know, bowl in the
Major League, that's exactly what I want to do.
Bowling championship tomorrow, and hope I do all right.
Right.
Happens.
And I didn't get the part, of course, because I didn't know what I was doing. And it was a really serious role, and I made it funny. And they said you should be doing stand-up. And that very same day, they set up a show for me. Excuse me. And I did it.
The agents who auditioned you?
The producers, yeah.
What do they know about comedy?
They knew of people to get me on the show, yeah.
And you just did it right away. You were like, this is what I'm going to do.
And I went up there. They said, just talk about the same stuff you were talking about here. And I went and I did that. And I have not stopped doing it. And it's been 10 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you ever have one of those shows where you're like, starting up? Because I know that some people do and some people don't.
Right.
When you get on stage and you bomb, and you're like, nope, I decided I'm not going to do this now.
No.
That's amazing. See, I've had that. I've had so many comedians in my car and so many interviews. Some have said like, "Oh my God, I bombed so many times," and I just kept trying to get over that. And some say they never do. Yeah. And I'm putting you to sleep apparently because you keep yawning.
No, you're not. I'm
in
sorry.
the middle of my interview, damn
it.
I got beautiful lighting. My camera crew is doing such a good job.
My
Everybody's
skin is
working hard,
amazing.
and you're yawning on my show.
I'm sorry.
Damn it! This is the captain's log.
I was hanging out in Naples yesterday, so
you got sleepy.
I got sleep. I didn't sleep as much as I thought I would today. But I never had that moment. I never had that moment where I just said I'm not doing stand-up anymore because I bombed. Like, that's part of doing stand-up is bombing. You got to figure out what works and what doesn't work.
And you never had stage fright?
No.
Is that because previous position you were talking in front of people all the time, or what?
Because I started the jail job after stand up. So
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know. I just never felt it. My dad was an entertainer, and so was my mom. So
Wow. So that
just used to
showbiz was in your blood.
Yeah.
What did they do?
My dad was a bass player. Well, he plays any instrument and part of a band.
I
called
hate when
Delta
they can
Blues.
play any instrument.
Yeah, he can.
That's so annoying. They just
bothers
pick up an instrument like, yeah, I just taught myself.
It's crazy. I didn't
I've
even know I
taken
knew how
classes.
to play this.
Right.
And
What is up with that?
he's like,
Can you do
he's
that?
like really nonchalant, just playing whatever. That's weird. Look at the keys. Look at the. I don't even know. It's so similar to the other one. I'm like, no, it's not. It's nowhere
It's
near
totally
like the other
nothing
one. What
like
are you
it.
talking about?
I'm like, how do you teach yourself how to play an instrument?
Right.
You just don't, but people do.
Right, all the time.
I am not that person.
Right.
Can
Right.
you?
Can I play an instrument? Yes.
You can?
Yes.
What can you do?
I can play the piano.
Wow. See, now to me, that seems just like one of the hardest.
I guess it could
There's
be.
so many damn keys. I gotta run my fingers all around, and I don't know.
Right.
It's hard.
I don't think it's hard. I'm texting my kid right now because she's heading to school. So
All right. Well, tell her good morning
I'm
and be
still
safe.
a mom, even though
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah. Well, you have to be live. You know, be
Yeah,
a
doing
mom.
this
You gotta
video.
do it all.
Yeah, this lighting is really good.
It is. It is. I mean, I honestly like. I give the camera guy all the credit in the
Right,
world. You know,
yeah.
he works
Yeah.
hard.
He works
does.
really, really
He
hard.
does. He
Doing
does.
a good job, camera guy.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you so much.
I appreciate him keeping it so steady while we drive.
Right, he's perfect. He's the best hand.
He's like a steady. He is
The
a steady
best camera hand.
Steady hand. That's
right,
the key. It really
right.
is.
But come to Naples this weekend.
We got a great show.
Love that.
You're looking forward to it. What do you think? Were you
I'm-
excited to come to Naples, or were you just like it's another gig?
I was excited
You're not
to
gonna
come
hurt
to
my
Naples
feelings,
because
Tacarra.
when I did Orlando, I did Fort Lauderdale, and I did Miami in like 1 week. And they were like, "When you coming back to do Florida again?" I said, "I'm doing Naples," and they said, "You're gonna love Naples."
Naples is different. It's a different place.
And they said, "You're gonna really like Naples," and I said, "Okay, I think I will."
You haven't been here long enough to get all the vibe, but it's
Yeah.
it's totally different than all those places.
I definitely want to get into it. I was supposed to go to the Everglades today, and then
You
they
should.
mentioned alligator, and I was like, "I'm good.
Alligators are not going to come
I'm
after
good.
you.
I don't believe I have my meat. This is cooked. It's ready."
You're way bigger than
I'm
that.
not.
They
I'm
don't
not.
want to. You're not going to be the prey.
terrified.
You're the predator to them.
I'm terrified.
Really?
No. On a fan boat?
Airboat, yeah.
No.
It's amazing. It's thrilling.
What do you guys
Don't
think?
you like the X Game adventures? Like, don't you want to get out there and be like one of those Red Bull like videos, like where they, you know, they just throw you off something, you're
Right.
like, yeah,
No.
and then Red Bull like films it, and you're famous instantly, IG famous.
No.
No, me neither.
I don't want to do
But
that.
the airboat's nothing like that, so
No.
you're good. Would you jump out of an airplane?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna jump out of an airplane where you literally can't do anything except either land safe or die. But yet you won't go on an airboat where they take
Because
hundreds.
if I die out of an airplane, it's a fast death. I just hit the ground and I'm dead. An alligator can gnaw on me and bite on me for Lord knows how long. He might even just take a limb. I do not want
He's
to.
gonna pull you down. You're gonna die pretty quick. How long
It's
do you
not
think
going
you
to
can
be
hold your
quick.
breath?
Drowning is that's a painful death.
How long do you think you can hold your breath? It's not gonna take that long.
Yeah, but falling face into the ground is quicker.
But what about the time from when you leave the plane till you hit the ground?
But
that
you said
whole
if I
time.
jump out of a plane willingly,
Yeah.
and I die, it's not the intention isn't to die, you know.
No.
But a crocodile dragging me down, I know I'm in
Yeah,
my
but-
head. I'm like, this is over, you know.
But the
like,
intention of going on a beautiful tour in the Everglades
No.
on a nice, well-run
it's not selling
tour
this to
company
me at all.
that shows you such beautiful nature and all the elements that Southwest Florida and the Everglades have to offer
No.
is not a life-threatening situation.
Yes, it is. The crocodile, the alligator, whatever it is. What's the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
A crocodile has a long snout,
Okay.
more teeth. They grab you and twist. A gator just likes to grab, chomp, and pull you down.
No, neither one of
They
those.
don't thrash as much as a croc. A croc will crash, twist, slam you down, and then eat you. The gator likes to drag you down and eat you alive. You know, it's not much. It's not that bad.
This was worse than I thought.
I
Definitely.
mean, maybe
not.
I exaggerate a little bit, so for the show.
Okay.
So you know, people can feel it. They can feel me, my energy.
I don't want to.
No.
I'll find something else. You said 5th Street.
What about go to 5th Ave, go to 3rd Street. What about the beach?
The beach is good.
Yeah, are you gonna go to the beach?
How far am I from the beach?
You're like 3 minutes from the beach.
Where I'm staying at?
Yes.
I could do the beach.
Yeah. Are you gonna wear a bikini?
Maybe.
Do you need help?
No.
What do you mean?
Oh goodness!
I just was wondering.
This guy's hilarious.
I didn't know if that was something that you needed.
If something people needed help with, no.
I meant help, like setting up the blankets. Don't be so.
That's what I thought. I was thinking of if I even had a blanket, because then I would need help. That's what my mind was.
I meant towel,
right,
blanket.
Right.
You went right away. Lotion. You thought that I needed to put lotion on.
Somebody said, wait till the plane lands and jump off the bottom step.
That's right. That's exactly what I do.
Still jumping out of the plane.
I will never.
Very smart.
Have you tried that? Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it, but I want to. I want to do it with my kids.
One time I did. I've done zip lining. Have you done zip lining?
Yes.
Any fear of heights or anything like that? Damn, I was a little scared. But the one that really scared me is when we were on the side of a building, and I had to scale down. We had to scale down the side of a building.
I'm not doing that.
I couldn't get my freaking body to tell myself to go over the side. Even though you're all harnessed in and tied up.
So you're one of those people holding on, and people are
I
like,
was like,
do it.
no!
And you're like,
I finally did it.
I am. Okay, ready?
That's
ready?
me.
Get set. Wait.
Yes, 100%.
Wait.
100%. Trying to go over the edge.
Ready? Get set. Wait.
And my feet, I was trying to shimmy to the edge, and I couldn't, and they wouldn't move. I was like, no, this is not happening.
Okay, let's count to 3. 1, 2. Wait. On your 3 or my 3? Which 3? Is that you? That's hilarious.
Yeah,
okay.
a little bit. I actually wasn't like that. I was telling myself I was doing it, but nothing was happening.
Right.
I was
Your body was like, if you don't sit down,
I was just stuck right there.
That's embarrassing, and it's so funny.
Oh my God.
I've done that. I've never scaled the side of a building.
This was a high building too.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't do that.
16 stories.
I needed to be quick. Scaling the side of a building it might take a while.
This was one of those team building things where you have to everybody has to do it in order to feel accomplished for the day, for one of those building.
I wouldn't do it.
No?
No, I'd be like, I'm sick. I'm calling out. I'm going home.
All right, guys. Well, don't call out this weekend, but come see us live.
Naples.
Right? We got a great show. OffTheHookComedy.com for tickets. Tacarra Williams, I guessed, and thank you all for watching. You guys have a wonderful holiday. If I don't come back, I may or may not be back before the holiday, but if I do, I will make sure that I say hi to everybody. But if I don't, everyone have a safe, happy holiday, and I will make sure we're live before the New Year's. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Bye, guys.